Hi, this is Zora's number, right? I have something important to discuss.
Who is this?
This is Evelyn, a coworker of Steve. Sorry for contacting you out of the blue. I really need to talk to you.
Oh, so you're from his office. It's nice to know someone he works with. Did something happen to him? Since you're reaching out to me suddenly.
Can you please stop acting like you're already his wife? It's really awkward.
What? Aren't you contacting me because something happened to him at work?
He's fine. You're so ready to get married to him, I bet. But too bad. I'm the one who's going to marry him.
Okay. I just want to clarify, are you from his workplace?
Yes, I'm one of his assistants. I've been under him for the past 6 years. He's so down to earth, and he's wonderful both as a coworker and as a man. At first, we had a platonic relationship, but we've been seeing each other since last year.
Oh my God.
I contacted you today because I have a request. Please, break up with him right away and never appear in front of us again.
All right, I understand. Did you think I would say something like that? Do you even understand what you're asking? You got involved with someone else's man and are asking me to break up. It's ridiculous. Can you please stop making these weird jokes?
I would never joke about such things. We're in love. He loves me the most. The second best needs to leave him now.
Listen, we're getting married this weekend. You should know that since you're his assistant, right?
Of course. I'm going to take your wedding and fiancé. He's also well aware of this. So, can you accept reality now? You're dumped by him.
What the heck are you talking about?
He told me that it was time to end our relationship. He pronounced that we go back to being coworkers once he marries you. But I found out about my pregnancy just yesterday.
You're pregnant? Don't tell me. The father is...
Yes, it's him. So I told him, expecting him to mention a termination. But he said something unexpected. I made up my mind, marry me and have the child. He really said it.
No way.
He told me he loved me the most and will build the warmest family in the world. So you see, Zora, can you please let him go? For the sake of the child that's about to be born, it needs the father. You're okay with becoming single from now on, right? You can easily find a new man. Please, give him to me, especially considering there's a new life growing inside me.
Wait a minute. I don't appreciate you bringing up something like this out of nowhere. He was really cheating. And with a coworker. He got you pregnant.
He's mine now. We're going to be a family.
Look, you might be satisfied with taking him away, but I'm left in a mess. Our wedding is this weekend, and now this? We can't have it in this situation for sure. I don't even know if I have enough time to cancel everything.
Oh, you're worried about the venue, right? Don't worry, he already informed them about the change in the bride.
What the?
He called them first in the morning. He told them that the bride had changed.
What? You're kidding.
He'll take care of explaining the situation to the guests and everything. So you don't need to worry. You don't have to do anything. Just let me have him and the venue. He's such a kind-hearted guy. He's still thinking about you even after dumping you. I will be happy with such an amazing guy and our child.
Oh God, this is unbelievable. Our wedding's in just 2 days, you know.
I'm terribly sorry, but please understand and accept this as fate. I'll make sure to give him a happy life.
Hey, Zora, I heard from Steve. What's this change in the bride about? I still can't grasp the situation, you know. I suddenly got a call from someone who said she was the new bride. Apparently, he was having an affair with a coworker.
What? He was having an affair?
That's right. I haven't had a chance to speak with him, but according to the woman, she's with a child.
A child?
So that means he's already starting a family with her, right? Or is it her child from a previous relationship? No, he's gotten her pregnant. She found out just recently.
Pregnant? Oh my God. Well done, my boy. He's as brilliant and amazing as his mother. I'm so proud of him.
Excuse me? Well done. This isn't something to be praised, you know.
Zara, I'm really sorry about him. I do feel sorry for you. But considering the baby on the way, he has an obligation to be a father. Can you please let him go?
Huh? Hold on. Do you mean to say you're accepting his infidelity? Oh, if a cute grandchild is on the way, there's nothing else to be done. Aw, I wonder if it's a boy or a girl. I'm so looking forward to it. Hello? I found out about the affair right before the wedding. Your son betrayed his fiancée, you know. What's wrong with you? Praising him and celebrating the pregnancy as if infidelity is okay?
Of course, it's unacceptable. I will speak to him about that. But cheating and the arrival of a child are separate issues, you know. To be honest, I wanted to see my grandchild sooner rather than later.
What?
You said you wanted to work more and weren't planning to start a family for a while, right?
Well, I did say something like that.
You know, I was actually disappointed about that. It's been my dream to go out with my adorable grandchild. So it was sad to realize that my dream won't come true anytime soon. But even though it might be considered insensitive at a time like this, I'm actually really happy about it. And my son is going to be a father. No matter what the situation, I have to support him as a mother. Moreover, as someone with child-rearing experience, a mother has to stand tall, no matter what happens. Being all flustered over something like infidelity is just no use.
Geez, are you really okay with that? Aren't you ashamed that your son's bride is a relationship wrecker?
I think it's perfectly fine. When I got in touch with Steve, he showed me a photo. She was a lovely girl.
What?
If a girl like that is going to be his wife, I wholeheartedly welcome her. She's cuter than you. I'm sure their baby's going to be super cute too.
You gotta be kidding me.
I can't stop smiling. I feel so lucky, you know. Steve regularly gives me the gift certificate for spa treatments. He's such a devoted son and even covered the renovation costs for my home the other day. Now I'm going to have a lovely daughter-in-law and a grandchild all at once.
Seriously? Hold on. Spa treatments and renovation costs? What are you talking about? I haven't heard anything about that from him.
Oh, yeah? You didn't know, huh? The amounts are quite significant. So I thought you two had discussed it together.
I have never heard about any of it.
Oops, then maybe he discussed it with the new bride. Well, I'm fine with it either way. If they are being dutiful and taking care of their parents, I'm happy with that.
New bride? Isn't it a bit too quick to accept all of this?
Zara, I feel bad for all the things you've been through, but the wedding is approaching. We need to be flexible. So I'm thankful for everything you've done for Steve until now. Now, go ahead and find yourself a new partner. Hey, girl. It was absolutely fantastic today. My wedding was a huge success, and everyone had a blast.
That's good to hear. I'm glad that there were people who celebrated my stolen wedding. I can't believe they don't even question a sudden change in the bride.
Hey, don't be sour grapes. It's ruining my good mood. I know you might be jealous, but can you please stop?
Then can you please stop contacting me? Does it make sense to you to come and bother me after telling me to never appear in front of you again?
Today is a special day. Since you're in a miserable state, I came to share some of my happiness with you.
Jeez, who's miserable? I don't know who you're talking about.
It must be the worst day of your life as your fiancé and wedding were taken away from you. But I'm feeling over the moon and I came to share my happiness with you. First, I'll send you some fun pictures and videos from today.
No, thank you. Please don't send me anything.
Oh, come on. You must be itching to know what happened. You wanted our wedding to be a disaster, right? Well, too bad. We were congratulated by our relatives and friends, and it was a really joyous day. I'm sorry that you're miserable, though.
Can you not assume my feelings and get all excited like that? Of course, I had no ill wish for your wedding. It's more like I don't care.
Oh, please. I bet you did wish a bit. Anyway, I made the arrangements in advance so that everyone would congratulate me. If I mentioned I was pregnant, they had no choice but to celebrate, right?
You really have some nerve, huh?
By the way, Steve told me I was the most beautiful bride in the world. Technically, it should have been you. I'm really sorry for being happy while you're not.
You seem to be in such high spirits. After doing what you did, do you really think you'll be happy from now on?
Of course we will! Everyone congratulated us and it was the best day ever. I'll build a loving, happy family with him from now on.
Even though it's the beginning of a hellish ride.
What?
You're probably feeling on top of the world right now. But brace yourself. I'll make sure you fall to the lowest point in no time.
Hold on. Don't say such a scary thing out of nowhere. What do you mean by hellish ride? Don't frighten me.
Well, I have to go now. Best of luck with him so that you can spend the rest of your life happily ever after.
Hey, this is definitely your doing, isn't it? Steve suddenly transferred to a branch office in the countryside. Such a demotion. It has to be your doing.
Oh, really?
And I lost my job, you know. They made it look like I retired on my own will. But they suddenly pressured me into it. Isn't it practically the same as being fired?
Oh my. How unfortunate for the newlywed to start off like this. Well, starting a new life in the countryside in a relaxed environment might not be so bad, you know. That way, the child can grow up freely, right?
Stop being optimistic. I absolutely hate the idea of living in the countryside with no entertainment. All of this is your fault. You were saying some crazy stuff about a hellish ride.
True, but I don't have the power to demand your demotion or dismissal. It was entirely your company's judgment.
Unbelievable that all of this happened just because of wrecking your engagement. What the heck did you say to our bosses? What gives you the right to do something like this?
I didn't say anything, and I have no right to intervene. However, the subcontracting company received a stern message from the head of its best client. So the company has to issue some form of punishment for this matter, you know.
What are you talking about? The head of the best client?
Yeah, but let me make it clear. It wasn't me. I'm just his daughter. I have no connection with your company whatsoever.
Oh my God.
You are all happy to be congratulated on your marriage, but don't forget that there are people who are enraged about it behind the scenes. After all, a marriage by conquest involves that kind of thing.
Wait, hold on. Are you serious? What the? You're the daughter of the head of the best client? Are you telling me that you're the daughter of an important figure?
I am indeed. Obviously, Steve knew about this whole thing.
What? Seriously? So you're saying he knew about...
I got a message from him first thing in the morning. He was ready to accept the punishment, and he was relieved it didn't end worse. He wanted me to thank my dad for being lenient.
Oh my God.
He told you, right? He made up his mind. Let's get married. He had already prepared himself for this.
No way. I had no idea. Why didn't he tell me?
Maybe he thought that the woman he was going to throw away wouldn't have any relevance to you. Betrayal is unforgivable, but I can appreciate his integrity.
Wait a sec, what do you mean? So, his resolution was about that? Not about leaving you and marrying me?
It was about being mentally prepared for what would happen. Taking responsibility for his actions and not running away is a good quality, even though cheating is despicable. So I wish you happiness.
Happiness? But he's shipped off to the countryside, and I lost my job. How are we supposed to be happy? I hate the thought of living poor in the middle of nowhere. What am I going to do?
I don't know and don't care. So long. What's going on, Zara? What's this invoice for the wedding expenses? Oh, that. Well, my parents had temporarily covered for his share, so I'm sending it to recoup that cost. I initially planned to ask him to pay it back in installments after the wedding, but since the money was used for something else, I had to send the invoice immediately.
Huh?
When I checked with him, he said he was about to head to his new assignment immediately, so he asked to send it to your house for the time being. Hold on, what do you mean your parents covered his share? It sounds like he had no savings. That's correct, so he had to go to them and ask for their help. No. The plan was to split the wedding costs evenly, but he kept sending money to you and didn't have any left, so he had to get a loan. No way! That sounds like a lie. Steve's supposed to... Getting spa treatments regularly? Paying for the renovation of your house so he's a devoted son? He just seems like a show-off. It was just to please you. He's an idiot who spent all his savings just to make a good impression. Is that so? So this invoice, could it be that I... Of course. He will be responsible for paying it. I sent it to him. Why are you snooping around and reading the mail in the first place? That's so intrusive. It's addressed to him from you. Of course I would be curious. Whatever, it's none of my business. Please be sure to keep that invoice. Once he's settled down, please forward it to him. I don't need you to tell me that. But Zora, just to confirm, you only sent it here because you had no other option, right? He's the one who should pay for it. It has nothing to do with me, correct? Well, for now it doesn't concern you. But if he asks you for a loan, then you'll become a related party, I suppose. Oh, what are you saying? It seems like he'll face a pay cut for some time at his new job. With no savings and no one else to rely on except you, I wouldn't be surprised if he asks you for help. Now that the facade of the devoted son's gone, I'm sure he'll rely on you without hesitation. Then you'll have to help him out since you've been pampered by him all along. Oh no. Of course, there's no obligation for me to split the cost of that wedding, so I've billed him the full amount. It was written here, right? The total is $30,000. You're kidding, right? $30,000 is such a huge sum. Oh, just to make sure, there was another invoice in there, right? Please keep it together as well. Another one? Oh no, there wasn't. I'm billing him for $20,000 as compensation for the infidelity and breaking off the engagement 2 days before the wedding. I hope you haven't thrown that away. $20,000? Oh yes, there's another paper. Phew, that's great. So it's a total bill of $50,000 then. I don't think he has the ability to pay it, so maybe you can lend a hand? Lend a hand? I have nothing to offer. But it's for the sake of your devoted son, you know. His debt was just to show you how good he was. So please, I'm counting on you.
I'm giving him back to you, so please, spare us the $50,000.
Oh, you've already heard, huh? I don't intend to spare you guys. Please make the payment. Please stick to the due date and pay promptly.
That's impossible. We don't have that much savings. Besides, we need the money for the baby.
But you see, this and your baby are unrelated. If you don't have money, how about humbling yourself and asking your parents for help?
What? What did you just say to me?
Huh? I said, if you don't have money, how about humbling yourself and asking your parents for help? Oops, I wasn't thinking. They found out about the affair and cut ties with you immediately. Among the people I've heard of recently, they were the only decent ones.
It's all your fault. I lost my job because of you. Steve's transferred far away and my parents have disowned me. Everything's in chaos because of you.
I'm happy to know that you're smoothly descending into hell. Have you learned your lesson from pursuing an affair? Well, it's too late to regret now.
I'm done with all this. I'm returning Steve to you, so please forgive me.
What about the child? Are you planning to raise it on your own?
I'll figure something out. Like you, I'm young and cute. I'll find a new husband in no time. Mind your own business.
Oh, by any chance, are you planning to run back to your ex-boyfriend, the one you were two-timing with? I heard he's a top lawyer.
How did you find out about that?
I looked him up to make sure you sunk into hell. I met him in person to discuss everything.
No.
When I told him what happened, he said you suddenly broke up with him, but it was for the best. He seemed really happy. He even mentioned that the head of the law firm is introducing his daughter to him. He's ready to move on now. He said he's cutting ties with a two-timing relationship wrecker like you and starting a happy life with a sensible woman.
Wait! This can't be true. My second choice. He was my backup plan in case.
What do you mean by your second choice when you're already with a child?
You can easily deceive someone about having a child, right? This is just unbelievable. Now I have no one to rely on. It's your fault. Why did you do this to me?
I told you. Be prepared for the hellish ride. Well then, good luck with your happy married life. As expected, Steve approached his mother Naomi for a $50,000 loan. However, she couldn't afford to pay and refused. He pressured her about all the things he had paid for. Eventually, she had to let go of the house she had just renovated in order to cooperate with the payment. He then took a solo transfer to a regional branch office while Evelyn's living in a cheap apartment with Naomi. After giving birth, she was blamed for the zero savings that was used to pay me and was immediately sent to work. On top of that, she's responsible for housework, so I've heard she's physically and mentally exhausted. On the other hand, I've had a new encounter with a nice guy, and we're currently in a relationship with marriage in mind. Linda? I heard you haven't gone home yet. Kevin was worried and called me. Where are you now?
What? Oh, it's you. I don't like the idea of Kevin contacting you personally. It's kind of suspicious.
Don't be silly. Hey, where are you?
On a spa trip.
Huh? You mean you're on a spa trip without saying anything to your husband, Kevin?
Yep.
You know, going out without telling your husband, I think you're the one who's doing something suspicious. You've been married for almost 2 years. I don't know who you're going to the spa with, but it's time you realized you're a married woman. You can't do anything that's going to raise suspicion. If you continue like this, you can't complain even if Kevin divorces you.
Divorce? That would be a problem considering my current situation.
Your current situation?
Oh, it's nothing. But the only person who would suspect anything weird is you. Kevin would never doubt me. He would never ask for a divorce or anything like that.
It's true that Kevin seems to have a soft spot for you. Anyway, you should call Kevin. When he called me, he sounded like he was too worried about you.
Well, he likes me a little too much and it's a little creepy.
Don't talk about your husband like that. Anyway, contact him immediately. Don't ignore his phone calls and texts. Even if you're on vacation, you can do it, can't you? You got it?
Okay.
Linda, are you traveling without telling Kevin again?
What? Oh no, did Kevin call you again?
Not just to me. I think he's checking with our parents too. Hey, I told you the other day, you shouldn't do things that worry him. Kevin is worried that you might be involved in an accident or something. He's turning pale from being worried, poor thing.
What? Oh my God. He meddles too much in what I do.
You're the one who's too indifferent. I think you and your husband need to communicate a little more.
cut it out. You're not even married, so don't preach me. I mean, you still don't know who I'm with?
Aren't you with your friends?
Nope.
Then who are you with?
Ha ha ha. Surprise, surprise, it's Tyler.
Huh? Tyler? As in that Tyler?
Yes, your fiancé, Tyler. I was with Tyler on our trip a month ago as well.
Oh, really?
You're surprised, aren't you?
Of course I'm surprised.
You were suspicious of me, so I wondered if you knew about it, but you didn't notice at all, did you? I was so close, though. You're a loser for being cheated on by Tyler, but you're trying to lecture me, and that's so funny.
What are you doing? You have a husband, Kevin, so what are you doing?
Well, I love your fiancé who is taller and more handsome than my husband. I'll give you my husband in exchange for your fiancé. How's that?
I don't want either of them.
What? You don't want either of them? You don't want Tyler, let alone Kevin?
Nope.
Then I guess I can have him. Yay, I win. Declaring victory over my sister, who always acts like a serious girl and who I always don't like. I'm so excited.
Just so you know, Tyler is married now.
What?
To begin with, Tyler and I broke up 2 years ago.
What? 2 years ago? What's that? I didn't hear that.
I didn't tell you. I broke up with him because he was two-timing me with his current wife. I left him as soon as I found out. He wasn't engaged or married at the time, so I didn't end up being charged for compensation. You didn't realize that we had already broken up?
Oh, I see. You had broken up.
Anyway, you're in a really bad situation right now. Break up with Tyler as soon as possible. It won't do you any good if you try to continue with Tyler. He's married, so it's absolutely impossible.
Well, I'm going to enjoy this trip anyway.
What are you talking about?
It's funny that you seem to be jealous of me being so popular. What you say doesn't matter to me, because you're a poor single woman and I'm a cute and popular winner.
Huh?
Canceling on the date is a waste of money.
You don't even know what your top priority is.
My top priority is a trip to the spa with Tyler.
Hey, Linda, you have a husband, Kevin, and Tyler is a married man. Don't you know what this means? If you don't act soon, you'll be in big trouble. You better break up with Tyler.
Yes, I'll be fine.
Linda, you're on another trip?
Huh? Hey sis, what's up? You must have a lot of free time to text me at this hour. Oh, I remember, you are sadly single. Well, of course you have time.
Don't be silly. I heard you and Tyler haven't broken up yet.
Yeah, we haven't broken up yet. But how do you know?
Kevin told me.
What? Kevin? Did you tattled to Kevin?
No, it looks like your secret was exposed by someone else.
What?
Well, I couldn't keep quiet either, so I tried to tell him, that's for sure. Kevin seemed to have suspected your affair as of last month. He told me there's no need for you to tell me. I'm working to settle the matter. You didn't think he knew, but he already knew.
What? Who in the world would tell Kevin?
I think it was Tyler.
Huh? Why?
Because Tyler is that kind of guy.
That kind of guy?
You don't know the relationship between Kevin and Tyler, do you?
Relationship?
They were classmates in high school.
Really?
I just heard about it yesterday. Tyler was the one who saw Kevin as his rival and was always coming at him. Kevin had lost his girlfriend twice while he was in high school because of Tyler's harassment. The two met again through a business relationship and Tyler found out about Kevin's marriage. So you were the third target of Tyler's plunder.
What's that?
So, Linda, you had a relationship with Tyler with the intention of harassing me, right? Two people with the same mindset ended up meeting each other and then committing adultery with each other without any romantic feelings for each other. It's just so absurd. Well, I guess you deserve it. Having the idea of stealing someone's loved one would result in a bad ending.
Why didn't you tell me earlier?
I told you. I told you Tyler was married. I told you to break up with him quickly. You're the one who didn't listen to my advice.
Not that one. The relationship between Tyler and Kevin.
I told you I heard about it just yesterday. How could I tell you?
I'm leaving.
What?
I'm on the train to the spa, but I'm going home. Come to think of it, Kevin may not be the best looking guy, but he's a great ATM. It no longer makes sense to continue the relationship with Tyler and give up the good life I have now. So, I'm quitting. I'm going back to being Kevin's wife.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and try.
Sis, do you know where Kevin went?
Huh?
He's not here. When I came home earlier, all of Kevin's stuff was gone, and the divorce papers and a lawyer's business card were left in the living room. Why? What the hell is going on?
Why? What the hell is going on? What part don't you understand?
What?
Look, Kevin already knows about your affair. Then it's only natural that he wants a divorce, right? You think Kevin would wait around for you after all this time? I don't think so. Can't you think with a little more common sense instead of being selfish?
Huh? I already broke up with Tyler, so there's no need for a divorce. It's not right to unilaterally decide on a divorce without even listening to what I have to say.
I guess it's too late now.
Why?
Even if you broke up with Tyler, it doesn't erase the fact that you cheated on him.
But I broke up with him.
It doesn't erase the fact that you betrayed Kevin. Anyway, I don't know where he went, so there's no point in asking me. He left his lawyer's card, right? If you want to talk about anything more, you'll have to go through his lawyer.
Sis, Mom and Dad won't let me in the house.
Huh?
I didn't want to be alone in my apartment, so I came to Mom and Dad's place, but they've changed the lock on the front door and won't let me in. Why?
Why do you think?
I don't know. Their sweet daughter came home and they locked her out. Why would they do that?
Do you think they still think of you as a sweet daughter?
What do you mean?
Kevin told them about your affair.
What?
Mom and Dad hate that kind of thing. It seems like they feel responsible as parents for raising you up like this. Considering your personality, it's obvious that once you're allowed to stay at their house, you'll be pampered and keep staying there. So Mom and Dad are determined not to let you in their house and to cut all ties with you.
Cut all ties?
Yes, cut all ties. You know what that means? I feel the same way as my parents. Go back to your apartment. It's the only place you can go back to at this point.
Sis, I just came back to my apartment and a lawyer came to see me.
Oh yeah. Isn't that the lawyer whose name is on the business card that was left with the divorce papers?
What? Why is he coming to our house?
Kevin is planning to get a divorce, so his lawyer is going to discuss it with you.
But only the lawyer came. I asked him to let me talk to Kevin, but he wouldn't listen to me. A lawyer is just a stranger. If there's going to be a divorce, I want to talk to Kevin himself, not to some stranger.
Kevin doesn't want to talk to you.
No way! Why do I have to go through this? Sis, oh no!
What is it now?
A lawyer came again, a different guy from yesterday.
Oh, I think it's the lawyer that Tyler's wife hired.
What?
I heard that a content-certified mail was sent to Tyler's parents' house, so I guess it was sent to your mailbox too.
What? What's that?
So that means Tyler's wife is going to demand compensation from you.
Huh? No way. It's not just that thing from yesterday?
Of course not. At least if you had left Tyler when you found out he was married, the amount of compensation might have been smaller, or she might not have charged you. The responsibility is heavy for continuing the relationship even though you knew about it.
No way.
By the way, Tyler was fired from his job for causing trouble to his client's employee. I heard that he was thrown into some construction company to make sure that he would pay whatever was charged.
Oh, well then, the only person I can rely on is you.
I mean, why have you been contacting me since yesterday?
Huh?
I feel the same way as my parents. I told you that I was going to cut all ties with you, didn't I?
What? Sis? Why would you say that? You're the only one I can rely on. You understand that, don't you?
To begin with, the reason for your infidelity was to harass me. Although it didn't hurt me because I wasn't Tyler's girlfriend anymore, I despise you with all my heart. I'm honestly sick and tired of having you as my sister. I just want to get rid of you so I can feel better.
No, help me. You're my sister. You're my big sister. You're supposed to help me, right?
You're being selfish again. Think about it a little more. If your sister is harassing you like she's ruining your life, it's only natural that you'd want to keep her out of your life to protect your own peace and quiet.
What?
There's no telling what she might do to you in the future.
Wait a minute. It's so sudden.
I just wanted to let you know that I've moved to a new place because of my job.
You moved?
You can come to my old apartment, but I won't be there anymore.
No way. Where should I go then? I'm going to have to move out of the apartment I've been living in with Kevin.
I don't know. Well, bye-bye. The total amount my sister was charged was over $100,000. This included not only the compensation but also the amount Linda spent from her joint savings with Kevin. When the divorce was finalized after all the discussions, Linda was just in despair. 2 months later, my parents moved to my new place. Linda, who still had a spoiled mindset, started asking my parents for money even though my parents were living off their pension. So I took the initiative and invited my parents to move in, and now they live in the same apartment as me. My parents were fed up with Linda begging for money even though she was their daughter by blood. Now my parents and I can live free from Linda, and we're relieved. When Linda saw that her parents' house was sold, she wailed hysterically at the front door and was reported to the police. She is now desperately working day and night to pay the bills.
I have something important to tell you.
What's up? Oh, is it about the wedding? I'd love to tie the knot soon, but I'm just waiting for a better paycheck and some savings.
That's just an excuse. You don't want to marry me, do you?
What?
You're cheating with Liz, aren't you?
What?
There's no need to hide it. I've already looked into it. I mean, Liz herself told me, I stole your boyfriend, sis. Let's break up. You want to marry Liz more than me anyway, don't you?
Well, I guess so. I was thinking about when to end things. Honestly, Liz is way cuter than you. Why do you two look so different? You don't even look that much alike.
That's because Liz isn't my real sister.
I seriously don't see the resemblance. It's confusing.
Well, I'm leaving this town.
What? Why?
I don't have to tell everything to someone who's no longer my boyfriend.
But I'm curious.
If you want to know, just ask Liz. I don't know if she'll tell you honestly, though.
I'm getting more and more curious.
Well, maybe it was good timing. I don't have any feelings for a town with such disgusting people, and I'll be leaving this weekend.
Where are you going? Why don't you at least tell me?
I don't owe you that. Goodbye, cheating man. Hope our paths never cross again.
Hey Jane, it's Ethan. It's been 5 years.
Gosh, I had blocked you. Is this your new number?
That's right.
I don't get why you went that far to contact me.
There was a reason I wanted to contact you that badly. You received it, didn't you?
What?
Our wedding invitation. I'm marrying Liz.
You don't know my current address, do you?
Well, I know your email address.
What? Oh, I think I have one that I haven't used in a while.
Huh? You don't use it? I sent you an invitation to that email address.
Invitation online? I didn't know they sent out invitations electronically nowadays.
Don't be impressed. Check it out right now.
I have to log in first.
Come on, just check it now.
What's my password again? Oh yeah, I received it. I turned off notifications so I didn't even notice. I mean, You've been sending me something every day for the past week or so.
That's right. Since you didn't respond to that email, I had no choice but to contact you with my new number like this.
Did you go through all that trouble? What the hell?
Then I guess that means you'll be there.
No, I'm not going.
Why not? It's your sister's wedding. You can't wish happiness for your family? That's kinda...
Kinda what?
You're jealous of your sister's cuteness. Or you're jealous that you can't beat her in looks or love. Anyway, it will make you seem like the complete loser. If you don't want to come off that way, you'll just have to attend.
I don't care about your opinion of me, especially since I've already severed ties with you. And I don't care about you two. I haven't seen Liz once in the 5 years since I left that town. We're strangers to begin with.
Speaking of which, where did you move to? I asked Liz and my in-laws, but they said they didn't know.
Of course, I didn't tell them.
I knew it. Why don't you use the upcoming wedding as an opportunity to make up? Forever sulking like that, you're so uncool, you know.
Uncool?
Oh, got it. It's kind of like an extended escape. You initially planned to come back when things had settled down, but it turned out to be challenging, and now it's been 5 years. You're acting like a teenager.
I left home with no intention of going back from the very beginning.
What?
Maybe I'll swing by for some business down the line, but moving back or reuniting with Liz and her folks isn't on my radar. Do you think I'm sulking because Liz took you away from me? That's a bit much, don't you think?
Oh, come on. Don't be so stubborn. Liz is your only sister after all. Even if she's marrying your ex, you can still celebrate your little sister's wedding, right? I know you might have your feelings about it, but you should attend our wedding.
I guess you haven't heard anything yet.
What?
I just RSVP'd to your web invite with a decline.
Hey.
Also, there's something I mentioned before. Liz isn't my real sister. We are not blood related.
Why did you decline? What kind of sister would bail on her sister's wedding?
Truth is, I don't have a sister.
You should know that I'm doing my best to help you reconcile with her.
So you don't care what I said again?
What? I don't care. Just show up on the wedding day.
I'm not going. Bye.
Hey Jane, why aren't you here?
Huh?
Don't me. The wedding has started.
Oh yeah, the wedding is today, huh?
You will make it to the reception after this, right? Oh, I heard there might be some train delays. Are you stuck in that too? If you are, just grab a cab and make your way here. Or maybe you're on the train and it's not moving?
I'm at home watching TV. I'm so uninterested in your wedding date that I forgot about it.
What? What do you mean?
I'm the one wondering why you think I'm going. I said I'm not going to be there, so there's no way I'm headed there.
But I said you should come.
So what? Don't be so selfish. If you think you can do whatever you want, you're wrong.
You're the wrong one. You're the wrong person not to come to your sister's wedding. This is going to ruin my surprise. Get your ass over here, within the hour.
Oh, I can't go any further.
Why not?
The wedding is in Central City, right? I don't live within an hour's drive of there by any means of transportation.
What?
Oops. I guess we've got another case we have to deal with.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Well, I received an annoying message from Liz too.
Liz? Why would Liz message you?
Excuse me then.
Hey! The wedding got cancelled. And on top of that, $30,000 in debt.
I see. You have that much debt too, huh?
Huh?
So, you and Liz planned to split the $60,000 wedding cost, right? You were both spending a lot, pretending you could afford it. When you realized you needed the money, you found out I had become the president of a certain company. That's why you contacted me in a panic.
Yeah. A friend of mine, who you met before, contacted me without knowing that we had already broken up. That's how I found out.
I see. So that's how it happened. So, how did you plan to get the money from me?
I didn't plan to take it from you. I was thinking of using the wedding as a surprise to reconcile you and Liz. In return, I was going to ask you for a loan of $30,000.
Are you stupid?
What?
I told you that I'm a stranger to them, didn't I? I once told you that Liz is not my real sister, right?
Really? I've never heard you say that.
You really don't care what's inconvenient for you. Go back and read our conversation. I've told you so many times.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that before.
I lost my parents when I was 5 and was adopted, taken in by that family through an institution. But Liz was born right after that. I was treated roughly growing up. They supported my studies until high school, but after that, I was told to repay the debt I owed for being raised, so I got a job at a local company and lived on half of my salary. Then I started dating you, an employee of one of my clients. In the end, Liz took you away from me. My parents told me, Liz's boyfriend's ex-girlfriend is you, her sister, and we feel sorry for her. You should get out of this town. I resigned from the company I had been working for since I graduated from high school and left that town.
What? I've never heard of such a thing.
I don't know what Liz and her parents told you, but I told you that she's not my real sister. You didn't care though.
I didn't think it was that important.
No need to make excuses.
Look, but you're the president, right?
Well, I've been interviewed in the local paper, so I'll tell you. Rather soon after I left town, I was reunited with my uncle who was looking for me. He had high expectations for me because my skills were very important to the company he was running. So I became the president of the company 6 months ago.
Then you have a lot of money. Lend me $30,000. We used to be in a relationship, you know. You wouldn't want to see me drowning in debt, would you? Right?
Why are you like this? You and Liz.
Liz?
Both of you are asking me to give you $30,000.
What?
Liz was hitting me up for cash around the same time as you were.
What?
Liz, who's all about the money, had this grand idea of needing $30,000 for her wedding. She was scrambling to figure out how to get the funds. Somehow, she stumbled upon my interview online where I was mentioned as the president of a company. She said, "You're the president of the company. If you give me $30,000 as a congratulatory gift, I'll happily welcome you back into the family, considering you don't have any immediate family." She completely ignored the fact that I had taken over my uncle's company and demanded money like that.
What the hell is that? Liz buys so many brand name products, but she doesn't have any money?
She even went so far as to say, "If you give me $30,000, I'll lend you Ethan once in a while."
What?
I was so dumbfounded and furious that I went beyond anger, and my mouth was wide open. Now I've reconnected with my uncle, and his daughter, my cousin, feels as close to me as a real sister. With a family of my own, being married and having children, it's not accurate to say I have no immediate family. That's what I told her.
Oh, you're already married?
Yes. I don't need you to go out of your way to be merciful to me. I'm living a very fulfilled life.
Seriously?
I laughed when I heard from you. You were going to ask for money from me in the same way you did with Liz. As expected from a married couple, huh? Both of you are remarkably similar when it comes to foolish decisions. The matching debt amounts suit you well.
Damn it. Then just give me $15,000.
Are you serious? I don't have a penny to give you guys.
What?
Well then,
What will happen to me?
goodbye.
Wait.
I thought, why do they spend $60,000 on a wedding just to look good? But it's not my place to say anything, so I let it go. However, I told Liz, got a wedding invite from Ethan, replied with a decline, what's up with that? And just shrugged it off. I don't know if that affected their relationship, but I heard that they ended up breaking up. Because they blamed the other party, and they are similar in that way too. However, the debt that each of them carried will never disappear. Liz's parents sold the family home to pay off the debt, but this led to a bad relationship within the family, and the family split up. It was also the house I grew up in, but I hated it so much and felt so good when I heard it. As for Ethan, it seems he borrowed money from some shady people. After being taken away by a tough-looking man, crying and wailing, there has been no contact from Ethan since. Hey sis, it's Marie. Long time no talk. Hey Marie. Yeah, it's been ages. What made you message me out of the blue? Well, I wanted to talk to you about something. About what? I'm here to listen. Hate to break it to you, but I was thinking, could you give us your condo? Wait, what? What's going on? My hubby's the oldest son in your family, right? Yeah, we're 2 sisters and a brother. So your property? I mean, your condo? I think we should live in that condo, you know? What does my brother being the eldest son have to do with the condo? Well, usually, the oldest son inherits, right? Like parents' property and stuff. I'm not following. What's this all about? You're being ridiculous. Seriously, you're being dense. What? Look, even if it's technically yours now, someday it'll be ours. You're single. You don't need such a big place, right? It's close to a train station and a hospital, and we're having a baby soon. Why not just give it to us? Why does the condo have to be yours someday? I don't remember promising anything like that. It doesn't matter if I'm single or not. Because my husband will inherit your property. You can't keep relying on your parents. You have to be independent, you know. I think it's a good opportunity for us to start a family. Also, it's a good opportunity for you to stand on your own and experience life. I don't know what you are thinking, but the condo doesn't belong to you. That can't be true. Normally, the eldest son inherits it. That's parents' inheritance or something, right? This condo is mine, in my name, you know. What? What do you mean? I earned the money to buy this condo. I can't give it to you. I use it as my workspace. What's that? I don't understand. You're an unemployed, right? You don't work outside the home. How can you buy a condo if you're living on your parents' dime? I'm not unemployed. I have a job. My condo is my home and office, so I'm home all day. What? You mean we can't live there? I'm rather surprised that you were planning on living there. It's my home and office too. You can't move in here. So you were lying to me. I'm in trouble. Because I was planning to live there and I was making all kinds of plans. What are you going to do about my child's plans? No, I don't know. And this is the first time I've heard about your crazy plans. I didn't lie to you. You just misunderstood me. I can't do it. What? You can't just tell me that now. I was already preparing to move out before the last month of pregnancy. There's nothing I can do about it. Please move out. You can move to wherever you want now. Were you going to tell me where I had to move? Because I need you to help me raise my kids. If you're unemployed, I thought you'd have more time. I need you to come to my house every day, so the closer the better, right? I'm not going to help you raise your kids. You're incredibly selfish. Can you guys afford the rent in the first place? My brother's just started working and you're a housewife, right? The rent here is pretty expensive. Oh, you don't pay my rent, even though it's in your name? Of course. I wouldn't give it to you in the first place. You've been blaming me for a lot of things, but you're the stupid one. How can such an insane person be a mother? I can't believe you! You are ruining my life! You're the worst! You've got to be kidding me! You can't even get married? You should at least give us the condo! We won't help you if you come to us someday. Idiot! You ugly loser! Don't worry. I have enough money for retirement. If you hate me that much, then I guess I have no choice. I'll stop sending you money every month. You don't want money from an idiot, ugly loser, do you? From now on, I'll keep our relationship to a minimum. So, goodbye. I'm just kidding, sis. It's all a lie. It's a prank. You got pranked. Surprise! Ha ha ha! Please, answer the phone. I'm sorry. I apologize. If you don't send us money, we will starve. We can't live on my husband's meager salary. Please, pick up the phone. Please. Hey! Ricky, baby. Don't work overtime today, okay? I'm waiting outside your office.
What? Why?
You know why. Or are you trying to make me say it? Oh my God, Ricky, you're so naughty. You and I are going out to eat. And then after that? Yeah, no, I can't say it. Marianne? Call me Mary. We're pretty much married.
I'm married to your sister Anna. You're my wife's younger sister, that's all. Nothing more, nothing less. I have no intention of going out with you. And you waiting outside my office is a problem. Could you go home, please?
Oh, you're so mean. But Rick, you married into our family, and we have the same last name. So that makes you my husband, right?
It certainly does not.
I mean, I'm a much better match for you than my sister. So hurry up and divorce her and really become my husband.
I really don't know who would be a good match for you, but as for me, it could only be my wife, Anna.
Huh? In that case, my mom and dad are never gonna accept you.
What do you mean by that?
Actually, my sister already has a fiancé.
What?
I guess you didn't know. It looks like my sister tricked you. He's the president of the company my father works at. If she marries him, my father can get a good position in the company. So my parents were angry when she started dating you. They can't afford to upset the company president, so they're trying to break you up somehow. I want to marry you, so they gave my sister permission to marry you to keep you in the house. And then I'll take you away with all my charm and make her divorce. It's a plan to offer my heartbroken sister to the president quickly.
Seriously?
Uh-huh, seriously.
I can't believe this. No, wait a minute. Is that why, when I came to meet your parents, they begged me to marry into the family and stay with them because they only had daughters?
Yeah. If my sister's last name changed, it would be obvious that she got married. So, they made sure you had the same last name as me and had you live with us. That's why you need to marry me as soon as possible.
Wait, I got a work call.
Ricky, are you finished yet?
Oh, I just got off the phone.
All right. About what we were talking about earlier?
How can I put it? It's quite a grand plan.
I know, right? So I've revealed all of this. So tonight, it's just you and me. Let's take the first step to becoming a real married couple.
But hold on just a minute. The company president is not that much older than your father, I think.
Oh yeah, that's true. He's been single since his wife passed away when he was young. But my sister looks so much like her, and he really wants to marry her.
So, Anna is a replacement for the late wife. He chose her because she looks like her?
I guess that's what it comes down to. Well, she'll be the president's wife, so I guess I'm a little jealous of that point.
Well, in that case, why don't you marry him? Your faces look similar.
No way! Not that greasy old man.
But it's okay for Anna to have him?
I mean, my friends and everyone say I look just like her. But if you want my opinion, we look nothing alike. My relatives and family all say we don't look alike. With such a plain older sister with no sex appeal and nothing going on for her. I'm cute, young, and have a good personality. So saying I'm the same as her is kind of a problem.
But don't you both look the same to the president?
Does that mean you think we look alike?
No, Anna looks nicer to me though.
There you go, talking like that again. But wouldn't it be better to let my sister go for her sake? I mean, she'll be able to be the president's wife. She'll be a big celebrity. For my sister, it's a once-in-a-lifetime miracle marriage. So she will marry him and I will marry you. Now everything has come together. Hooray! It's a happy ending for everybody.
You're completely ignoring our feelings.
What?
Where's the happy ending in that?
Well, honestly, I don't care about my sister's feelings. Ricky, you will definitely fall in love with me, so it's okay.
You're pretty confident.
That's right. So I'm asking you to go on a date with me. It's night, and I reserved a hotel room.
Excuse me?
You know, a test run first. If you spend the night with me, you'll see. You don't have to be shy.
You're saying to cheat on Anna and have an affair with you?
It'll be fine. We're gonna be married anyway. Nowadays, having relations before you get married is not uncommon. I'll make sure my sister doesn't find out, so it's okay.
Even if you tell me a story of the uncertain future, I have no intention of having a relationship like that with you.
Well, what are we going to do about our date tonight? If you don't come, I'll get charged the cancellation fee.
You can pay that by yourself. I didn't agree to any of this in the first place. I'm staying at a friend's house tonight.
What?
When I stopped the conversation 15 minutes ago, I was talking to a friend about staying at his place. By the way, I already left the office through a different exit.
Why did you go to the trouble of doing that?
Anna is on a business trip right now, and according to what you said, there's a possibility that your parents are up to something, so I want to be cautious until the truth becomes clear.
This is a chance for us to deepen our relationship while my sister's away.
No, thank you.
Why not? I'm a much better woman than my sister. Just give me a try. I know you'll be satisfied and fall in love with me. Rick, that message you sent me a screenshot of, what is that?
Oh, yeah. Sorry for sending that out of the blue. This is some crazy stuff. I thought I should tell you as soon as possible. Did you see all the screenshots?
Yeah, I saw them. So this isn't something you made? It's real?
Yep, it's genuine.
Is that so? Rick, I'm sorry about my sister. Even though there might be many things to be considerate of when living together as a son-in-law in our home, you handle it with a firm and confident attitude. I really appreciate it.
Well, I originally agreed to live with you and marry you to get you away from that toxic family. It's no problem at all. Except it's the first time I heard about this story. The thing about having you marry the president.
It's news to me too. I can't believe people are talking about me getting married behind my back. I mean, selling the daughter to the president? What age are we living in? So that's why at first I couldn't believe it. I thought it was something made up. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I know how you feel, so it's okay. With all this, my own chastity is in danger. I don't want to go back there if you're not there. So tonight, I'm taking refuge at a friend's house.
I get it. I'm not there, so that's why they're doing this. Okay then. That's it.
What?
In the past, I thought, well, they're family and whatever. And I couldn't make a decision to get out of there. But after you started living with us, I really realized I'm being poisoned. Time to cut family ties with these people.
Anna?
My only family is you. And what's more, you're getting caught up in the unreasonableness of these toxic people that I need to take care of. There's no way I'm gonna let that happen.
Thanks to Marianne's revelation, you're all lit up. If you're up to it, I won't hold back. It looks like I can finally put my plan into action.
Yeah, right. That's the only thing I have to thank her for. Thanks to her, all hesitation is gone. Sorry to have made you wait, Rick.
Yeah, okay. I'll get it on first thing in the morning. When you get back from your business trip, we're gonna have some work on our hands.
Roger that. Ricky, you suddenly left the house, so you decided to divorce my sister for me? Well then, let's get married. I got the marriage registration papers from the city office.
I'm not going back to that house.
What? But you rented a weekly apartment, right?
Yeah.
Oh boy, you are really looking forward to newlywed life with me. Aren't you getting ahead of yourself? I'm on my way over there right now, so just wait.
Wait just a moment. Why do you know I rented a weekly apartment?
I know everything about the Ricky I love.
Don't tell me you scoped out the place.
Of course. I just got to the front entrance.
Say what?
You're about to finish work, aren't you? Hurry up and come back. I'll be waiting.
Sorry, but because of work, I'm staying in my office tonight.
What? Oh, really?
Could you come back another time, please?
Oh, well. If it's work, it can't be helped. Okay, that's fine. I'll go home tonight. Tomorrow's a day off, so I'll be there first thing in the morning. Let's spend the whole weekend lovey-dovey. I will heal Ricky, who is tired from work. I'm looking forward to seeing you.
Anna, you're not home yet, are you?
No, I stopped at a supermarket nearby to do some shopping.
Don't go home. You gotta get out of there.
What's wrong? Is Marianne up to something?
Yeah, that girl's out of control. She found the apartment.
What?
She just sent me a message from the entrance.
We chose a place way outside of where she hangs out.
She knows where I work. She probably followed me, sorry.
Yeah, I think I underestimated the situation too. If that's the case, I can't go back there. Maybe I should stay in a hotel or something tonight.
Yeah, you better do that. Be careful when you're moving too. But if it comes down to this, there's no choice but to use our final option. Can you hold out for a week?
Do you have something in mind?
I'm gonna get ready to move all at once. In the meantime, stay out of sight.
Okay, I got it. Ricky, you haven't been home at all since last week. What's going on? The reception at your office won't even tell me if you're on leave or not. I've been waiting for you.
Marianne.
Oh, Ricky, I told you to call me Mary. We are a couple in love about to get married. So, when are you coming back? I can't wait any longer. So let's do that newlywed stuff on the phone. Hey, big boy. Coffee, tea, or me?
Kid, I'm gonna throw you into a cell.
What?
I filed a complaint against you for stalking me.
What?
If you have anything to say to me in the future, please go through the lawyer.
Complaint? Lawyer?
Well, to be honest, when I talked to your parents, we managed to resolve things for now. They said they would arrange a settlement, and the money has already been transferred to my account, so I've withdrawn the complaint.
Huh? What? I don't get what you're talking about. We're married, aren't we? You're going to divorce my sister and marry me, aren't you?
Well, it might be all of a sudden for you, but for me, it's a way to put an end to this once and for all. Now you need to talk to your parents.
Rick? No, why?
What's wrong?
Why do I have to get married to the president of my father's company? That was my sister's job.
Did you hear the whole story?
Story?
The person who paid the settlement money was that company president,
What?
under the condition that you marry him.
Oh, come on, wait a minute. I guess he was obsessed with the older sister that looks like his deceased wife.
Actually, Anna looks more like his wife, but based on age, you were the choice. In the end, either one was okay. You are sisters, so your faces look a bit the same.
What the hell?
So in the end, your father wasn't planning to offer you, but Anna was the choice in exchange for an important position in the company. However, because of your stalking, the plan changed.
What?
In addition to the settlement money to withdraw the complaint, the president has agreed to you, but the important position is off the table.
So everything got screwed up because of me? Father sold me off to take responsibility for it.
Oh, you do seem to understand a thing or two.
No, come on, what? Please, Rick, take me away with you. Yeah, I know. Let's go submit the marriage license. Rick, I'll wait for you in front of the city hall. I'll bring the papers that are at the house.
What the hell are you talking about? There's no way the victim would want to marry the person who assaulted them.
But you divorced my sister, right? Because you wanted to marry me.
In order for her to take my family name, we divorced and then resubmitted the registration.
Oh, so that means...
We're remarried, and she has my last name.
Wait a minute. Why? This isn't right. Why does my plain and unremarkable older sister get to marry you? And why do I have to become the wife of that greasy old company president?
It's not that you have to marry him. You are married to him.
What?
That's what your father said. He found the marriage registration papers that you signed your name to. He figured you're ready to clean up your mess, so he gave them to the company president.
What?
He took them to the city office that day, and you're successfully registered. You're now his wife. Congratulations. Good for you. Now you're the president's wife.
Oh my God! There's no way! I want you, Rick! Please take me away with you. I'd rather be dead than that old man's wife. Please help me.
Oh, sorry, but it's boarding time.
Huh? Boarding time?
We've decided to go overseas where my parents and my brother and his wife live.
What? Okay, me too.
I'm not telling you what country, just in case you try to do something.
No way! Oh, come on, Ricky!
So be happy with the president.
Huh? No! Why is this happening? Come on! This sucks!
Marianne married a company president who is the same age as her father. It seems that she reconciled herself and was enjoying a celebrity life with her parents. Embezzlement was discovered. They should have been able to live comfortably on the executive's paycheck. So why would they do something like that? I don't really understand what the bottomless greedy family is thinking. As a result of repaying the amount of damage, it appears that he ended up incurring a large amount of debt. Of course, her husband was fired from the company, and now she and her parents live in a rundown apartment. However, there is no decent company that would hire an embezzlement family. Now, she works every day as a part-time worker, mainly at a dubious business. So my wife Anna and I have safely left the country and are now happily living in a suburb of France, helping out at my father's company. We are planning to add a new member to our family next year. So as a husband and father, I would like to build a warm family.
Gary, where are you? I see you haven't prepared dinner yet.
Yeah, I've got some errands to run.
Errands? You're always away from home these days.
I'm busy too. Eat your dinner by yourself.
How many times do I have to tell you?
Huh?
I've been telling you all along. You're a stay-at-home husband, right? But I come home from work and there's no food, and you haven't cleaned the house either. You're slacking off on your own work.
Shut up. Why don't you just do that yourself? Just because I'm a house husband, that doesn't mean I'm home 24 hours a day. You're a grown woman. You can take care of yourself.
Then you're not a house husband. You're just a jobless husband.
Then how about this? You work for a big company, and you have a lot of money. Why don't you hire a housekeeper?
What's the point of being husband and wife if I hire a housekeeper?
What do you mean?
When we got married, we made a promise. I'd earn the money, you'd take care of the house. We'd work together to build a warm home. You said that yourself, have you forgotten?
Oh, you're talking about that again? Sure. I said I'd take care of the house, but I haven't been like this forever. I'm just going out because of what I'm into right now.
What are you into? What is it?
I won't tell you. You wouldn't get it if I told you anyway.
You're not cheating on me by any chance, are you?
Huh? Of course not. Women are so quick to doubt like that. If you're a house husband, are you not allowed to have hobbies?
That's not what I'm saying. At least at this late hour, you should be home.
You're making me feel so cramped. I'm a grown man now, okay? I'm not a kid. Don't put a curfew on me.
It's not like I'm putting a curfew. I'm just saying I don't want you to be late every day.
You're such a pain in the butt. I'd rather be alone.
You don't listen to me at all, Gary. Do you hate me? Do you want a divorce?
No one said that.
I'm asking that because you seem to be acting that way.
I have no intention of getting a divorce, so don't worry. I'm just not at home right now because I've made a good friend.
What friend? A guy? A woman?
I don't have to tell you that much. It's my friend, male or female. It doesn't matter.
I hate to say this, but the money you're spending to play around is coming out of my paycheck. What kind of things are you spending it on? I think I have a right to know.
You're so condescending.
To be honest with you, I was actually in the red last month.
What? You're lying. You work for a big company. You must make a lot of money. You can't be in the red.
You haven't forgotten, have you? Whose fault is it that we're in the red? You bought a $10,000 watch because you insisted, and on top of that, we had to pay our rent, living expenses, and all that.
Oh, seriously? I was going to buy a motorcycle this month.
That's impossible. Totally impossible. I may make more money than other people, but there's a limit to spending. You're a house husband. You have to think about the family budget.
Okay, bye.
What do you mean bye? Hey, Gary? Good morning, sis. Melissa, good morning. What's up so early in the morning? Anna, I was wondering if you're okay. What? Isn't Gary back yet? That's right. Ugh, he isn't home yet. I see, that's worrisome. Thanks for dropping me a text last night too. I had a lot to talk about, and it ended up getting really long. Don't worry about it. We're sisters. We're supposed to help each other. Gary and I have been married for 5 years, but he's been acting strange lately. I get emotionally unstable. I sometimes say things too strongly at him. But you're really lonely, right? I understand how you feel. My ex-boyfriend was like that to me. Oh, your ex-boyfriend. I was in a serious relationship. I was even thinking about marriage, but he had a woman he was in love with. I was the other woman. That's too harsh. It's tougher for you, Anna. He was just my boyfriend, but Gary is your husband. What a considerate little sister. When Mom says she's getting remarried, I was scared of having a new father and a new sister, but I'm glad it was you, Melissa. What are you talking about? We've been together since we were little. I was already in middle school. Oh yeah, you're 7 years older than me, and I'm already 28. Wow, time flies. Oops, sorry for the long text again. I know you're going through a lot of hard times as well. Hard times? Not really. Oh, but after you quit your previous company, you said you can't find another job, didn't you? That's not a big problem, so I don't mind. Are you planning to go back to our parents' house? No, I don't think so. But how are you going to pay the rent for the apartment? I'm sure there's a limit to how much you can scrape together from your savings. Are you getting by? I canceled my apartment. I'm staying at a friend's house and going to internet cafes. I'm doing okay. You're not fine at all. If you want, I can introduce you to someone I know who runs his own company. He said they're short on staff right now. Even if you didn't get a job there, he might be able to introduce you to other companies through his connections. No. I don't need you to take care of me that much. If it comes to it, I can just start a part-time job. I'm more worried about you than that. I think you should think about getting a divorce. Oh, I think Gary takes advantage of your earning money and gets too spoiled. He's letting you work alone while he's playing around and not taking care of the house. He is simply not doing his job. That's true. Besides, I have a hunch that he's having an affair. An affair? With who? That remains to be seen. Then I'll find out. What? You'll find out? How? Leave it to me. I'll make sure you don't suffer anymore. I'll look into it for you. You lay back, sis. I'll take over for you because you're busy with your work. I'll expose the truth. Melissa, you really are a good little sister. It's for the sake of my beloved sister. As a sister, this is nothing. Really, you don't have to do anything, Anna. You can just think about yourself and relax. I'll hire a detective or something. A detective? No. You don't have that kind of money. If you want to hire a detective, I'll pay for it. No, you don't have to do anything. You just wait for my report. I'll look into it. If you insist, I'll rely on you, Melissa. Yep. You know what? Instead of agonizing over your husband's affair, why don't you go out with another guy for a change? What? What are you suggesting? It's fine. If it's just a date, it's not a big deal, right? I'll introduce you to someone nice. I appreciate the offer, but I can't do that. What a waste. He's handsome and tall, and I highly recommend him. You should go on a date with a good-looking guy and make Gary regret. I'm not trying to make Gary regret or anything, but thank you for your concern. I see. You're a serious person, aren't you? I'm sorry for making such a strange suggestion. Take it easy now. Thank you. My sister Melissa was my emotional support at that time. Melissa is the daughter of my new father. We are not blood related, but our bond is genuine and real. Melissa is 7 years younger than me, but she is very strong and always encourages me. However, no amount of reassuring encouragement from my sister can change the reality. The reality is still the same. Even though we have been together for 5 years, my relationship with my husband is the worst. I wonder how long we have been like this. I was discouraged from the bottom of my heart. And although my sister said she would look for the affair partner on my behalf, I was not willing to leave our problems to others. I decided to investigate on my own. I kind of knew myself that I didn't have any love for my husband anymore, and I was planning to divorce him. But before I do that, I wanted to investigate and find out if he was cheating on me. If he was, I wanted to ask him to give me back my money. So I requested a detective to investigate. As a result, I found out a horrifying fact.
Anna, you're in danger.
What happened all of a sudden?
Run away now.
Run away? Why?
Run away from Gary, otherwise he'll find you.
What? What are you saying out of nowhere? Was I playing hide and seek with Gary?
This is no time to laugh. Anna, where are you?
I'm off work today. I'm hanging out with my friends at a cafe in front of the station.
What are you doing so carefree? If you stay in a place like that, he'll find you.
What are you talking about?
I heard something at our parents' house. If I send her to the other world, a huge fortune will be mine. Gary's after your inheritance.
You're joking.
I'm not joking or anything, I'm serious.
I mean, what do you mean that you heard about that at our parents' house?
Huh?
Why was Gary with you at our parents' house?
No, I mean, oh yeah, he wanted to give some souvenirs from his trip to our parents.
Huh? A trip? I don't think he's been on a trip recently.
Well, that doesn't matter now. That guy got married for your money.
Is that so?
That's why I told you to break up with him.
I'm breaking up with him.
Really?
Yeah, there's no way I can stay married to a guy who says he's going to make me go to the other world.
That's right. So, you'd better not see him again. Get far away from him before he gets you.
Don't worry, I've already taken care of it.
Oh, really?
I'm glad to hear that. But there's something I have to do before I leave Gary.
What's that?
I have to ask for compensation for the affair.
Oh, don't worry about that. I asked a detective to look into it, and it seems that Gary wasn't cheating on you. I think it was purely for money.
No, that's not it, Melissa.
I'm claiming compensation from you.
Huh?
From me?
I have to tell you, I was very shocked.
I was betrayed by the sister I trusted. Wait a minute. Don't say things that don't make sense. Gary's affair has nothing to do with me.
You can't just laugh it off.
Anna, are you trying to say that Gary and I are having an affair?
That's right.
Of course not. Don't be silly.
I have proof. I hired a detective to record audio.
Audio?
I wish I could send it to you right now, but the file is too heavy to send on text.
What did you record?
You and Gary's conversation. You told Gary, leave Anna and live with me.
Oh no, there's a reason for that.
Don't make excuses like that. And you two were talking about how you were going to take all my money. Then, Melissa, you said, I tried to get Anna to cheat on you with a new guy, but it didn't work out.
No, you know.
How did you come up with that idea? You wanted to make me cheat on Gary and get compensation?
It's not like that.
Yes, it is. And Gary got all excited and made a plan to get rid of me, right? Hey, why don't you say something?
I'm sorry.
I don't want to hear an apology. What did you want?
Because I couldn't help it. I fell in love with Gary. But I didn't want to hurt you because I liked you too. I had to make a plan in secret.
That's a lie. If you liked me, you wouldn't have done this.
Don't say that.
If you liked me, you wouldn't have thought of sending me to the other world.
I tried to stop Gary's plan. I asked him not to take your life. I begged him.
That's just because you didn't want to become a criminal yourself.
That's not true. I wanted my favorite sister to live.
You're lying. No matter what you say, I don't believe you.
Why not? You know best that I'm a good little sister who loves you.
I was really fooled. I thought you were a good girl, kind of like an angel. But you were really a devil with a black heart.
No, I wasn't.
When I was worried about Gary, you listened to me a lot. How did you feel then?
Because at that time,
you pretended to be on my side and kept listening to me. You're really awful.
I'm sorry.
It's too obvious. When you texted me, isn't Gary back yet? You were with Gary, weren't you? I can't believe you ridiculed me like that.
Don't blame me so much.
Gary and I are married.
Yeah.
If we were boyfriend and girlfriend, we could turn back, but we can't, as husband and wife. Melissa, you said so yourself, right?
It couldn't be helped because I fell in love with the same person as you did. It's just that the person I fell in love with happened to be your husband.
Wow, now you're acting defiant.
You're totally oblivious to my feelings. You have no right to blame me.
Feelings?
My lonely feelings.
What do you mean?
I'm having trouble finding a job, and I don't get along with my family. My savings are dwindling. You're telling me that I can't rely on anyone in such a difficult situation?
You've come this far and still you're trying to protect yourself with lies again?
Huh?
Your job hunting isn't not going well. You're just too lazy to do it. And you say your savings are dwindling, but you were living a pretty good life with Gary's contributions, weren't you? That's practically my money.
That's not true. I was looking for a job.
Then where did you apply for this year?
Well, I applied for ABC Corporation.
See, you lied again.
What?
That company has been in financial trouble lately and they're not hiring this year.
But maybe it was somewhere else.
Don't you feel pathetic for lying so blatantly? You say you don't get along with your family, but that's not true either.
How can you be so sure?
Mom told me. I heard that our parents are on vacation right now and away from their house. Mom was happy that you gave her the trip as a gift. She praised you for being a filial daughter.
I just happened to win a ticket to a hot spring resort.
That's a lie too. You always said you never do sweepstakes because you never win anything. To keep your parents away from home, you gave them a trip as a gift with Gary's money, or rather, my money. Were you going to make out with him while they were gone?
You don't have to emphasize my money so much. It's my money. Money I earned by working hard and sweating. No, sis. You're just an office worker. You don't sweat that much, do you?
You don't understand anything, do you? Enough, I'm starting to feel like I'm wasting my time.
What's with that? It's so annoying.
Huh?
If you're going to say that, I shouldn't have told you about Gary's plan. You should have just been killed by him.
Are you stupid?
What?
I told you I knew about the plan even if you didn't tell me. As a proof, Gary's already been arrested.
What?
He's been questioned by the police right now.
Police? I thought you were at the cafe.
There's no way I'm giving out real information to the enemy.
Enemy? Wait, he hasn't committed any crime yet. Why was he arrested?
There's such a thing as attempted murder.
Will Gary end up in jail?
Probably. Otherwise, I'd be scared.
No way. Then my plan is messed up. I thought Gary and I were going to live a life of elegance.
You won't. You'll have to work.
No.
Your father is a good man. I wonder why you grew up like this. I'm so sad.
Hey, help me. You're my sister.
Not anymore.
Oh no.
In fact, I'm charging you compensation. Just be prepared.
There's no way I can pay.
You're healthy and young. You can work as much as you want. Don't be spoiled forever.
Ah.
Stay away from me forever. Goodbye.
Wait, sis. Please, wait!
Gary tried to settle the case, but I refused. In the end, he was sentenced to prison. Of course, we divorced. He'll be behind bars for a while. I no longer have to worry about being harmed by him. Melissa, on the other hand, was cut ties with her parents. Melissa had an affair with my husband and even tried to kill me. Our parents would never forgive her. Gary, her lover, was arrested and her parents abandoned her. Melissa can no longer rely on anyone. So she reluctantly started job hunting, but she could not find a full-time job. She has managed to live on her own by working part-time jobs. Of course, I mercilessly demanded compensation from both Melissa and Gary. 6 months have passed since then, and finally peace has returned to my daily life. I've been single for the first time in 5 years, but I'm busy every day, so I don't feel lonely. I will continue to work at the job I love and walk a new life.
Joe! Just answer me. I won't allow you to leave me and disappear. Joe?
What the hell? What do you want?
You finally replied. Hey, is it true you're leaving your parents' house?
Oh, I just finished my training as a new employee, and I've been assigned to one of the sales office in Alaska.
You should turn that down.
Why?
You don't mind being separated from me?
What? I don't think it's that big of a deal. You're talking about me leaving you or separating. But is it really that big of a deal? We're not kids or something.
What is that? At the point when you leave your girlfriend behind and decided to move on your own, it's just unbelievable. What do you mean? Is it a big of a deal? It's so hard for me to be away from you. I can't believe you.
What? What do you mean by girlfriend? I'm seeing someone else.
What? You're dating me.
Huh?
Can you stop saying weird things?
Wait a minute. I'm not dating you at all.
What? We went to school every day from elementary school to high school. What are you talking about?
What?
We went to college separately, so it's not like we had a choice. This is a typical example of a childhood friend who developed into a girlfriend. There's no way you can claim that we're not dating. No matter how anyone looks at it, we are in a relationship.
What are you talking about? In elementary school, we went to school in groups. In high school, we only went to school together when Sean was absent from school.
Huh? Sean?
Yeah, I live across from Sean, and we were always going to school with him. It's more like you were always walking behind us. I just thought that you were leaving the house at the same time and walking in the same direction. I didn't realize until just now that we were going to school together. We hardly spoke at times other than when going to school. Yeah, we were definitely childhood friends, but I don't think we're that close enough.
What? What do you mean?
I don't understand why you thought we were dating. I'm seriously scared.
No way! We're not dating?
No, we're not. We're not dating. And I don't remember doing anything to mislead you.
Then, how about we start dating today?
What? From today?
In short, there's no fact that I confessed to you, and that's why we've been misleading each other. If that's the case, let's start dating today and build a relationship based on fact. I'm sure we have feelings for each other, so...
I've never had feelings for you.
What?
I've only just found out how you feel about me. Even if I'm just being insensitive, it's obvious that we've never in a relationship. If we're talking about a relationship based on fact, then at best, we're just friends. At worst, we're classmates. Nothing more than that.
No way!
Most importantly, I'm in a relationship and thinking about marrying her.
What? What's that? Why did you do that without telling me?
It's none of your business what I do. I'm sorry, I totally don't have feelings for you.
Oh no! Joe? Hello? It's been 6 months.
What, Leah?
You know what? I have a big announcement. Don't be surprised, Joe.
What?
I'm pregnant.
Oh, really? So you've had a boyfriend since then?
That's right. He cares about me so much and loves me more than you ever could. I even got pregnant because I said I wanted to have a baby with him as soon as possible. Thankfully, it might turn into a shotgun wedding, but even so, I'll be happy. Oh my, I'm really being loved so much that it's troublesome.
I see. I'm glad to hear that. Congratulations on your pregnancy.
Thank you. So, you know what? There's something you should do, right?
What? Oh, like I should think about a baby gift?
No! You're so slow.
Prepare for the wedding speech?
No, that's not it. Joe, you don't really want to give a speech, do you? And you don't want me to get married, right?
Huh?
This is where you should be jealous.
Jealous?
If I'm pregnant, that means I'm having an affair with another man. And I'm going to marry that guy.
Yeah, that's a natural way to happen. So, what does jealousy have to do with it?
You are so slow, aren't you? What I'm trying to say is, you must be thinking about trying to stop me from being married to someone else, right? That's how it should be. You can bear to make a speech. You're thinking of trying to steal me away to prevent the wedding, right?
No way.
What? Why?
I'm sure there's someone else who's qualified to give a speech. I don't think it's possible that I won't do it because I'm jealous. You are carrying his child because you love him, right?
It's...
I don't know what kind of joke you're making, but you shouldn't say anything too weird.
No, it's not like that.
Also, maybe it's a good idea to be more cautious about staying in touch with men other than your husband. Don't you think?
What?
You have to be aware that you're going to be a married woman. I don't want your fiancé to overthink about me. Your joke is not funny at all. Well, I have to go now. I wish you all the best. Joe, how are you? Hey, Sean. Long time no talk. Yeah, it's been about 5 or 6 years now since our family moved to another city after high school graduation. That's right. I can't believe it's been that long already. So, what's up? You're in Anchorage, Alaska now, right? Yeah, I am. The company I started working for after college assigned me to the Anchorage sales office. I'm working hard while enduring the cold weather I'm not used to. Well, actually, I started living in Fairbanks the other day. Oh, really? I changed jobs to improve my skills and got assigned to the Fairbanks branch. Oh, really? Cold, isn't it? Oh, it's so cold. I can't believe we are in the same state. Let's meet up sometimes when it's convenient for both of us. Yeah, I guess so. I'm in a busy season right now, so if you could wait a couple more weeks, that would be great. I'm available anytime on weekends and holidays. Okay, I'll let you know when I know exactly when it's convenient for me. Alright, let's talk again soon.
Joe, it's been a while. I just messaged you because I wanted to talk to you about something. Is this a good time? It's very important.
Oh, Leah? I told you not to contact me so casually.
Why not? It's been a year since then. Besides, I have something important to tell you. That's why I messaged you. So, I want you to listen to me.
Well, sure. I will just listen.
Actually, I'm in a hotel with Sean right now.
What? Sean?
I mean, we may love and spend the night together.
Well, what do you mean? Do you mean that Sean is the guy you got married to a year ago?
No. It's a different thing.
Huh? Wait a minute. Don't tell me you're having an affair.
Don't be so formal. It's all for Joe's sake. I even want you to praise me for all the effort I made for you.
Huh? For me?
That's right. For you to realize true love. When I got married to my current husband, you didn't react that much, did you, Joe? I wondered what was wrong, and then I realized if I don't go out with someone close to Joe, he will notice his feelings for me.
Huh? You're saying something weird again.
Hey, what do you think? How do you feel now?
What?
A good friend of yours took me away from you. Did you want to take me back now? You're so jealous you can't sleep, right? Oh no, Sean wants me to go back to bed again. Joe, come and take me back quickly.
Seriously? What are you talking about?
Hey, Joe?
What?
About the progress that you've realized your feelings for me. But you can't win me back just being impatient, okay? If you want to win me back, propose to me on my birthday next month. Then I will divorce my husband and leave Sean. I'll be all yours. After that, we will build a happy family together.
Hey, stop it. Right there. Let me tell you something.
What is it?
You said earlier that you and Sean have been staying at a hotel since last night.
Yeah, we're still together. We'll be staying up all night together. Sean is so passionate.
If it's Sean, he's been with me since this morning.
What?
Both Sean and I live in Alaska for work. Today, we met again after a long time and we were sightseeing in the city. That's why you can be with him.
What? Huh? Wait a minute. Then who am I with now? Who is it?
How did you meet this guy?
Huh? Well, he's just a neighbor from my parents' house. I just tried to be cute and it didn't take long.
That's weird.
What is?
Sean's family moved to another city when he graduated high school.
No way.
The house was vacant for about 3.5 years. Then, the current residents moved in. Oh, maybe you didn't know.
I don't know.
Seriously? I thought most of my classmates knew. We had a farewell party for him. Come to think of it, you didn't show up. Oh yeah. The husband of the couple who lives in that house now, I think his name is Sean too.
Huh? Husband?
The only couple living in that house right now is a couple about our age.
No way. He has a wife?
Don't you know that too? First of all, you mistook Sean, who you saw almost every day when we were in school, for another guy. You've got to be kidding me.
No.
How could you destroy other people's family by that?
But you know that this is for Joe's sake. I had no choice but to do this for Joe to realize true love. And it's not my fault. It's Joe's fault for being so slow.
You insinuated that there were other men, and you made me jealous, making me aware of my feelings that I'm not aware of yet.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't tell me you had a baby with your current husband for the same reason.
Yes, that's true. Now you finally understand. After all, only Joe understands me. You must feel sorry for me that I got pregnant for you, right? Joe, come and get me right now.
No way. I told you before, I don't have feelings for you. I also told you that I'm in a relationship with a woman I'm supposed to marry.
I just wanted you to realize your feelings for me so that you could change all that.
So, I'm telling you that those feelings don't exist in me 1 micron.
I'm saying I want you to realize that you're assuming that. Why don't you understand?
That's my line. Do you realize the fact that you played 2 guys to make me jealous? Do you realize how insanely serious this is?
Yes, I do.
With one of them, you even had a child, married. With the other one, you are cheating with a married man, on the top of the fact that you've got the wrong guy. How can I love a woman who does such a lousy thing?
No way.
It doesn't matter how much you're trying to steer things up in the first place. Because there's no jealousy itself.
That's a lie! I told you, I'm doing it for you!
That's why it's none of your business. I'm telling you, you've got to get a grip on reality. I told this affair to Leah's husband.
No way!
Your husband used to be in the same club in high school, so I had his contact information.
No way! Stop it!
It won't be too difficult to report to Mr. Sean's wife if we go through my parents' house. I feel bad about inconveniencing my parents, but given the situation, it can be helped.
Don't do it!
Of course, but I will contact your parents too.
Don't do that! Hey, why don't you understand? I really love...
What are you gonna do with me after finishing that sentence? Goodbye. I will block you.
What? No way! Joe?
Joe, have you calmed down a bit? Oh, Sean, I didn't think it was going to be this exhausting. Yeah, right? But that woman's obsession with you was scary too. I never thought I was part of her plan. I'm sorry, I got you into this mess. No, you don't need to apologize, Joe. You assured that you had no feelings for her and that you had a girlfriend. No doubt, that woman's wild fantasies caused a strange incident. A strange incident. Yeah, well, I'm sure it doesn't happen often, but... Anyway, let me buy you a drink next time. There's a Chinese restaurant near my office that has good reviews. Oh, really? I know you like Chinese food, don't you? Yeah, especially the Chinese stir fry. How about next Saturday? No problem. Okay, I will make a reservation then. Let's have a good meal and forget about the incident. Yeah, sure. Alright, talk to you later. Okay, bro. When Leah's affair was revealed, she got divorced immediately, and her husband got custody of the child. The fact that she usually left the child care to her husband was the deciding factor in custody. Both the husband and Mr. Sean's wife filed for alimony. At first, it seems that Mr. Sean intended to continue his relationship with Leah after the divorce. However, when he found out the reason why Leah had a relationship with him, he told her that he was leaving her. Her parents also disowned her at the end. After borrowing money to pay alimony and child support in one lump sum, one day, she just disappeared. While I do feel a bit sorry for her intense delusional personality that led to losing everything, her place and family, I am honestly relieved to see that now, at last, peace has returned to my life.
Hi, Andrea. Can we chat for a moment? It's been a while, Diane. How can I help you? You should give up on marrying William. Excuse me? Marrying Liam makes more sense. Listen, you're going to marry Liam, not William, okay? Hold on, Diane. I've talked to you about this many times before, right? I've been going with William all along, so obviously I'm going to marry him, the brother of Liam. No, I can't let you choose. What I want the most is for Liam to be happy first. Did you forget? When you came over to announce your engagement, I told you then. Liam's marriage has to come first. I've already given you and him my blessings, so I won't allow you to break off the engagement now. With all due respect, Diane, I haven't agreed just because you said so. For sure, William is the one I want to spend my life with. And just so you know, I've only met Liam once. Oh, please. Once should be enough. You've certainly seen enough of his charm. There's no way you wouldn't want to marry such a wonderful guy. But if you insist on selfishly breaking off the engagement, I'll have him claim compensation. Selfish? Compensation? I'm sorry, I don't understand what you mean. I have to go now. Hey, honey, are you busy working now?
Nah, I'm in the taxi to go to my client's office, so it's fine. What's up?
Your mom started going off the rails again. She's telling me to marry Liam.
Jeez. Now that I think about it, when we went to her place, she was saying something about his marriage coming first if we were to get engaged. Is she seriously trying to set you guys up?
Actually, she already considers our engagement to be a done deal. She says she'll ask for compensation if I break off the engagement.
Jeez, I'm really sorry about this. Her going off like this is nothing new. But seriously, you and Liam barely know each other. It's just not realistic to suddenly talk about marriage.
But you know, I wonder what he thinks about this. Considering how worked up she is, I doubt she hasn't said anything to him.
On that note, he actually reached out to me for advice last night.
Oh, really? But wait, didn't you say something before? After he quit the prestigious job and became a shut-in, he started avoiding you.
Oh, right. We did talk about that. I thought so, but as it turns out, he wasn't actually a shut-in or avoiding me.
What do you mean?
His reason for quitting was because he started his own business.
Wow, he started a business?
And it seems like it's mostly work from home. It's a registered company, so he's technically the founder and CEO.
Amazing.
He manages all his meetings online and doesn't need to commute anywhere. He's always been more of an antisocial, so when he stopped going out, it made him seem like a shut-in and unemployed bum.
I see.
Now his business is doing well, and he's earning quite a bit. He didn't share it with anyone because he was afraid it would turn into bragging material for Mom and be used to show off to her friends and relatives. He thought it'd be better to be treated as an unemployed bum until the right moment to reveal the truth. But then, this commotion happened. Since you have a good position in a major company, Mom thinks that if you marry him, both she and Liam will be financially secure. So she thinks it's a good idea to steal you from me and have you married to him.
She's including herself in the equation of being supported by me? It's not just cheeky, but downright audacious. She even sounds like planning on cohabiting after the marriage.
Yeah, it's really irritating. But of course, Liam has no intention of marrying you, just so you know.
Yeah, I get it. Knowing that he wasn't actually an unemployed shut-in makes me feel relieved.
So, I apologized for assuming that, and we kinda made up. Now, on to the issue at hand, which is what he asked me for advice on. The reason he revealed his real situation now is to ask for our cooperation.
Cooperation?
So, he has a girlfriend for a while now. Apparently, they've even made a promise about getting married.
Oh, really?
But then, out of nowhere, he was told to marry you last night. Panicked, he finally told Mom for the first time that he actually has a fiancé. But for some reason, she thought that his fiancé was you. She was like, "Well done, Liam, you've already taken her from William." He denied it, but she wouldn't listen. She was just too excited about her own misconception.
Geez, she really has extreme thought processes.
And there's one more thing he confided in me about. He's been struggling with her excessive interference since childhood.
I see. He's been through quite a lot too.
So, he's planning to take advantage of her false excitement and consider marrying his real fiancé just to mess with her. For that to happen, he says he needs our help. We plan to set up a time to talk when Mom isn't around, so I want you to join too.
Oh, wow.
Basically, it's a strategy session to prank the selfish mom.
Ha, you said it. Yeah, got it. If there's anything I can do to help, I'm all in. Hi, Andrea. It seems like the wedding preparations are going smoothly. Of course, you've broken up with William, right? No, I haven't. Oh my God. What are you doing? Break up already. No. This is a surprise Liam came up with. A surprise? Yeah, it's supposed to be a surprise for everyone on the wedding day. I haven't asked for more details, so I can't really say anything else. Well, have a good night, Diane. Oh my. Truly, that's my proud son. Sounds like he's planning to make a bold declaration at the wedding, huh? Planning to stun everyone with a fantastic surprise? Maybe making a grand announcement to take the wind out of William, who's snide, just like my ex-husband. Got it. If that's the case, I won't pry any further. Looking forward to the big day. Andrea, it's almost time for the ceremony. Where are you? Brides take forever to get ready, so get your butt here now. Hello? Andrea, get back to me already. Yes, Diane. You've been trying to reach me? What's going on? Finally. What do you think you're doing? Sure, you work for a big fancy company and might have the means to support Liam, but canceling your own wedding at the last minute is outrageous. I can't allow him to marry such a rude woman. Whatever you say. I've already told you that it's impossible for us to get married. And besides, we're on our honeymoon right now. What honeymoon? Don't talk nonsense. Liam's at the venue right now. There's no way you two are on a trip. I never said I was with him. When I say we, I meant William and I. What are you saying? And our wedding took place 2 weeks ago. We invited close friends only and had a party at the restaurant. 2 weeks ago? What are you talking about? The wedding is today. That's why I'm currently at the venue greeting guests as the groom's mother. Liam's all set and with his groomsmen. I see. I'm sorry, but I have no intention of divorcing William, and I'm definitely not marrying Liam. I won't allow that. Besides, how do you plan to pay for this wedding? Liam doesn't work and has no money. We'll be in trouble if you don't pay. Why should I pay for a wedding that's not even mine? Anyway, I don't know what exactly is going on over there, but please, don't involve us. Goodbye then. Andrea? Andrea, what are you going to do? About what? About Liam, my dear precious son. What happened to him? He said you weren't coming, so he'd talk to the venue to cancel the wedding before leaving. I thought he'd handle everything on his own and left earlier. But then, after I left, he's done something unbelievable. Okay. I'm sure he got desperate because you left him at the altar. He suddenly married a woman I'd never seen before. Huh? I received a message from him. It said, "I'm marrying this person." He declared his marriage to someone without my permission. It wasn't even in person, just a picture sent to me on the phone. And get this, the bride's face is blurred, so I can't even tell who she is. Oh, I see. You're not surprised by this? I mean, isn't she someone he's been seeing for a while? That can't be true. Ever since he quit working, he's been cooped up at home. The only woman he regularly interacts with is me, his mother. If he had a girlfriend, I'd know right away. Is that so? All this happened because of you. What? My fault? Yes, because you betrayed him and canceled the wedding at the last minute. He was too shocked and went crazy.
Mom, haven't you figured it out yet?
William? Figured what out?
Come on, get it already. The person Liam wants to marry isn't Andrea. He already had a girlfriend, and they were engaged to be married.
No way! Because he told me that he snatched Andrea to be his fiancée.
That's not true. You said some ridiculous stuff like snatch her and get married, so he freaked out and finally spilled the beans about having a girlfriend.
Wait, he had a girlfriend? I had no idea.
But you twisted his story as you pleased. You assumed he had taken Andrea and believed they were getting married.
Oh dear. Wait. I can't wrap my head around this.
Whatever. You'll get it once reality hits you, I guess. By the way, Mom, didn't you notice anything in his room?
His room?
If you haven't checked yet, go take a look.
What happened here? His room is empty. There's nothing of his belongings.
You should realize it by now. That's his way of expressing his intentions. Apparently, there's a letter in the top drawer of the dresser for you.
A letter? Oh yes, it says, "To Mom," written in his handwriting.
Read that carefully and reflect on the toxic parenting you've shown both of us. Even if you reflect now, it's too late though. Oh well.
Too late? Wait, William. I haven't read the contents yet.
You'll understand once you do. I want nothing to do with you from now on. Goodbye.
Liam left a letter before moving out of home, expressing the distress caused by Diane's excessive interference. He cut ties with her and never mentioned his entrepreneurial venture to her. He now lives in a rented apartment near his wife's family and seems to be enjoying their newlywed life. William and I feel relieved and are happy for them. By the way, we've already moved to the new job location we hoped for. As anticipated, Diane tried to storm into our old place the day after the wedding, but obviously it was in vain. She also barged into our workplaces, but when she was informed that we both quit our jobs, she left in despair. She was left alone after Liam's departure and started working as a cashier at a nearby supermarket for a living. Lacking a proper work ethic, she faced constant scolding from her boss, which stressed her to age rapidly. Her arrogance seemed to have disappeared, and she transformed into a quiet, elderly lady. Laura, can I talk to you for a sec? I'm in a really tough spot right now. Oh no, what happened? I need a favor from you. I'm not entirely sure, but what is it? I'm broke and in a jam. So you mean... Could you lend me a bit of money? Also, it'd be a huge help if I could crash at your place for a while. Whoa, it's kind of sudden to ask. What's going on? I got kicked out of the house. I've been staying at a friend's, but she started to ask for living expenses. I need to figure something out soon. You're the only one I can rely on now. How did you get kicked out? What exactly happened? Actually, I developed feelings for someone other than Dylan. When I told him, he got mad and kicked me out. Without even the proper discussion. Isn't that harsh? But it's your fault though. I mean, your feelings are wavering, right? No, it's not just wavering. I'm serious about this other guy. Serious? It's true. I love him more than my husband. I think that's still considered cheating. Maybe Dylan just couldn't wrap his head around it and reacted poorly. Have you really thought if you genuinely love this guy? You say you're serious, but you're still married to Dylan after all. Maybe when you calm down, you'll realize you were wrong. Why don't you go back home and talk things out with him? No, I'm truly in love with this guy. I mean, it's Dylan's fault to begin with. He's always busy with work and neglects me. But this other guy is different. No matter how busy he is, he always pays attention to me. Wait, you said you developed feelings for someone else, but it's not like a one-sided crush or something? No, it's not. We're in love with each other. He's married too, so we can't go public. But he told me he loves me more than his wife. We're a perfect match. We promised to get married once we're both divorced. Isn't that called an affair rather than a serious relationship? Ethically, that's not okay. It's not an affair. It's true love. If I had met him before Dylan, we'd already be married. But Dylan's adamant about claiming alimony when we get divorced, even though I genuinely love the other guy. Isn't that unfair? I'm totally on Dylan's side, you know. Even if your feelings toward the guy are pure, dating between people who are married goes against ethics. I think it's best to just pay alimony, you know. But I can't pay for such a thing. I'm completely broke right now. I really want a quick divorce. If money can solve it, I'd like to do that. So, Laura, could you lend me a bit of money? I'll pay you back once I marry the other guy. Just 50,000 would do. That's a huge amount. It's impossible. I can't just throw that kind of money around, you know. How did you even come up with that figure? Well, he was struggling a bit financially, so I've been helping him out. I'm a homemaker, so I don't earn anything. I just took a bit of Dylan's money. Don't you think he has a pretty small mindset for making a fuss over such a small amount? So, basically, you were using his salary to support this other guy, and that amount is added to your alimony. How long were you helping him? That's not important. Let me just stay with you for a while and lend me some money. Absolutely not. Using Dylan's earnings to financially support your affair is beyond unreasonable. I can't afford such a huge amount anyway, and don't bring this problem into my home. Why are you being so cold? Aren't we sisters-in-law? If you were truly remorseful and willing to start over, I'd offer some help. But instead of reflecting, it sounds like you're entirely relying on others, and you're trying to justify your actions too much. I don't feel like helping someone like that. So what should I do then? I have nowhere to go and no money. Are you telling me to become homeless and starve? Not my concern. You brought this upon yourself. In any case, my home is off limits. I won't lend you money or let you stay here. Come on, Laura! That's so cruel! Please, just for a few days? I'll definitely pay the money back. I refuse. Sorry, but I'm blocking you. Figure it out on your own.
Hey, Fawn, how did the test results go the other day? You were feeling under the weather and went to see a doctor, right? Did they find anything serious or what?
Oh, thankfully, everything turned out fine. I was just a bit tired. I'm back to normal now.
Wow, even at your age, they didn't find anything?
Both Rick and I haven't had any serious health issues so far, but you almost sound like you want me to be sick or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty disappointed. I've changed my mind about moving in together.
What are you saying now? You were the one who wanted to live with us, so we're about to start building a big house where 2 generations could stay together.
Well, it sounds like you guys might live longer.
Geez, what do you mean by that?
I thought your time would come soon, but it might be a while before that happens. I was kind of looking forward to it when I heard you were going to get some tests done. It's a bummer that nothing's wrong.
You're terrible.
Both you and Rick have already lived quite a long life. How about considering moving to heaven soon? Do you still want to cling to this world?
We're just in our 60s, you know. It's okay to live longer, right?
Having elderly people live longer can be a nuisance to those around them, you know. Even if you say you'll have a new house built, it'll probably be an old-fashioned design. I was actually thinking of selling off that tacky house quickly and buying a stylish modern apartment. My plan's ruined now.
Oh my, were you really thinking that?
Ugh, what's with this aging society? It's a nuisance for the younger generation. Elderly folks only cause trouble. Let me ask you, Fawn, do you even realize that you're a burden to society?
We elderly folks worked hard in our younger days, supporting the economy. Please stop saying hurtful things like being a nuisance or a burden.
Here comes the usual lecture. What happened in the past has nothing to do with us living in the present, you know. I mean, your usual attitude is annoying.
How's it annoying? Have I done something to make you upset?
You left some wine on our porch the other day.
Oh, I got some nice ones from a friend, so I wanted to share them with you. I rang the bell, but it seemed like no one was home, so I just left them there.
How many times do I need to tell you not to come to the house?
I wasn't going to come inside, but just give them to you at the door, you know?
Even so, it's a no. I've told you like 10 times already. How many years have you been living? Even a 3-year-old can understand after being told 10 times.
Sorry, I didn't realize it was such a bother.
I've got my own stuff going on, you know. It's a hassle when you come by unannounced. Please, don't ever show up again.
Right. I'm starting to get a bit of a headache. I'd better go now.
Oh, feeling unwell? Keep going. No need for unnecessary treatment. Just depart gracefully, okay?
Hi, Sarah. You said some nonsense to Oliver, didn't you? He scolded me for bullying you.
But that's the truth, isn't it? I'm suffering so much.
You're such a...
He believed me and is considering not moving in with you guys. You can't blame him, can you? He can't have his wife live with a monstrous mother-in-law like you, right?
He's usually gentle and never raises his voice at anyone. He was so furious when he yelled at me. I was so down after that.
Oh, really? Then why didn't you just tell him the truth?
How could I? If you guys end up divorcing, won't it be sad for Aiden?
That's what I'd expect from someone with parenting experience. You're getting older for nothing, huh?
I'm a mother too, you know. I can't take away his mother from my precious grandchild.
Exactly.
Are you going to continue living in your current house then?
Yes, for now. It's convenient here, so no plans to move. Oh, but don't think just because it's closer to your new home, you can come over to see Aiden.
Why not? I won't get to see him?
Sometimes I go out with friends, so I might let you babysit him then.
You'll let me? You're being quite arrogant.
Oh, come on, it's not that bad. You should be thankful. I'm giving a role to someone who's usually useless.
You don't have to put it that way. Of course, I don't mind looking after him, but I wish you show a bit more respect for your elders. I've been patient enough.
Please continue as is. Old people are good at being patient, right?
I'm not that old, though.
It doesn't matter. It's just that people over a certain age tend to be like that.
Yeah, I got it.
By the way, even when your new home is ready, please don't bother inviting me over. I'm not planning on giving any housewarming gifts.
Sure, got it.
What the heck is that? Explain.
Oh, it's been a while. What's with the sudden burst?
What's up with that house? The biggest mansion around here. Since we're not moving in, and it's just you old couple living there, you don't need such a massive space, do you?
Well, actually, it turns out it'll be 4 of us living there.
4?
Yep, Steven and his wife are coming back from Canada. So, Rick got all excited about it.
Steven? You mean the second son? He's been away for so long. I thought there weren't any plans for him to come back in the near future.
Right, but there was a sudden call from the headquarters here. He's coming back with his wife, Mary. I've only spoken to her via video calls, but she's really lovely.
I see. So you're going to live with them. But initially, the plan was for just a usual boring house, yet there's this chic modern mansion there now. It must be a jab at me, huh? You're a nasty old lady.
I didn't decide on the design. Rick got all excited on his own. He thought they lived in a big property in Canada, so he wanted to give them spacious rooms here too. He thought we might as well go all in taking the occasion. We had to redo the whole design, so it cost us a lot.
Quite a difference in treatment between the eldest and the second son. If there was that much money to spare, why didn't you plan for a luxurious mansion from the start? You never mentioned anything like that to us.
Oh, don't take it wrong. Steven's contributing more than half of the funds. That's why we could build such a grand house.
He must be earning a lot, huh?
Well, he works for a large international corporation, you know. Living in such a splendid house feels like a dream. What's more, with a lovely daughter-in-law.
She's only nice for now. I'm sure her true color will show up soon.
Even so, she might not even be a fraction as bad as you.
What the heck does that mean?
You thought I wasn't upset just because I didn't retort, didn't you?
Huh?
You disrespected me just because I'm old, but I won't stay quiet after being belittled that much.
What can a mere old lady like you do, huh?
Don't underestimate the information network and the ample free time of an old lady.
Excuse me?
There was something you didn't want people to know, so you didn't want me to come near the house, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Who would have thought that so many men were coming and going from your place?
Have you started hallucinating from dementia or something?
It wasn't me who witnessed it. You know Karen, who lives across from your house, right?
Karen? Your friend who talks to everyone, that old lady? I know her. I see her often gossiping with the neighbors.
Well, she claims to have seen men coming and going.
Whatever she says. Do you seriously believe that? Sounds like symptoms of dementia are starting. How about taking her to the hospital first?
No way. She always has the latest iPhone and handles it easily. No need for a hospital.
What does having the latest iPhone have to do with it? It has nothing to do with her claiming men are coming and going from my house.
It's quite relevant, actually. Apparently, she has a very clear view of your driveway from her living room. She started taking videos because there were too many incidents. You must think elderly folks can't handle smartphones or cameras, do you?
Videos? Recording my house? That's stalking.
She found it odd because there were too many men coming by, and that's why she resorted to doing so. Bless her, she always had sharp instincts, you know.
There haven't been any men.
The guy from the liquor store?
Huh?
She said he frequents your place often. But he has a wife, right? I thought she was well built and loud. A bold move to mess around with someone like her husband.
Mess around? I just got deliveries.
Oh, I had no idea they had that kind of service. Things have gotten convenient nowadays. I've been a customer for so long and didn't even know about that.
There is.
That's why you got upset when I dropped off the wine.
Exactly. I got enough wine.
So the grocer is for delivery too, right?
Who?
The hardware store and the electrician too?
Wait a sec. You mean all of them are?
Yes. Filmed by Karen. Right after she spotted the guy from the liquor shop, she went straight to Target and bought the latest camera. She's got some high-quality footage.
You're kidding, right?
Hey, is there such a thing as hardware delivery even though you don't buy big and heavy things?
Yeah, there is. These days, you can get anything delivered.
Wow, really? But listen, Karen went around interviewing everyone. She keeps sending me updates on everything via WhatsApp, along with photos and videos.
Seriously, what's wrong with her? She's so annoying.
Maybe all the men are scared of their wives, so they played dumb at first. As soon as they saw the evidence photos, they spilled everything. I can't believe you managed to lure so many guys. What a sly woman. You're married too.
Hold on a sec. That's a big misunderstanding.
What do you mean?
Well, the thing is, I'm actually really good at giving a shoulder massage. I was just giving treatments.
Shoulder massage? I'm good at it too.
So it's not like I was up to anything suspicious.
You wanted me to babysit Aiden because he was in the way of giving treatments?
Yes and no. You haven't told anyone about this, right?
Of course not. I mean, how could I?
Oh, thank goodness.
Besides family members.
What?
I told Oliver about it. Can't trust my precious son and grandson with such an immoral woman, you know.
You despicable old hag.
Jeez.
I told you it was just a shoulder massage. You're wasting your life away with all this nonsense. Just check out already.
I just showed Oliver this chat and asked, can you believe this is supposedly the bullied daughter-in-law? And he's shaking with anger.
What? He's there?
Yes, he is. He brought a housewarming gift and came to see the new house.
Oliver, honey, this is all a misunderstanding. Fawn provoked me.
Oh, thank goodness. We built a 3-story house. We've made rooms for Oliver and Aiden. Even added a pool in the backyard.
No way.
What were we talking about? Right, I've got a secret list here.
That sounds shady.
Liquor shop, grocery store, hardware store, electrician. Then there's the owner of the bar and the head of the construction company.
Holy cow.
And also the Italian chef and a professor. There must be dozens of them. Do they all have such stiff shoulders?
Wait, is that?
It's a list that Karen made for me. Apparently, she spent the past 2 years on this.
God darn her. How much free time does she have?
Well, old folks have plenty of time on their hands. So they're all married and all repeaters, huh? Is your shoulder massage really that amazing?
Well, what can I say?
According to Karen, the wives could report you to the police.
Why? Just for a massage? Plus, these men are all old folks. Their likewise old wives wouldn't go that far, would they?
Even old folks get angry if their husbands fool around. Don't underestimate us. Besides, who's going to believe you? You're just giving shoulder massages.
No way.
Now I understand why you refused to live together. If we did, there'd be no chance for massages. You're making money, right?
Well...
God, I can't believe it. Such a low woman is the wife of Oliver.
I couldn't help it. His salary is so low. I have to earn my own money. His salary doesn't cover the clothes and bags I want.
Wow, you're brazen.
It's his fault. I had to do this.
Once you're married, you're supposed to support each other. Just because you're broke doesn't justify doing whatever you want.
I blame it on the fact that he's incompetent. And it's also your fault for raising an incompetent son.
Maybe you should have waited to come to that conclusion a bit longer.
What do you mean?
I heard some good news earlier. He got promoted. He became the youngest department manager in the company.
Are you kidding me? He's diligent but clumsy. I always thought he'd be a lifelong regular employee.
I guess there was someone properly evaluating him. He's astounded that he made it in his early 30s. Companies nowadays aren't based on seniority, are they? It's great that hard work gets recognized, isn't it?
So that means a raise in salary, right?
Of course. Seems like he'll get a pretty good increase. That's my son, you know.
Why didn't you tell me such an important thing earlier?
But the news just came out. He was going to tell you first when he got home. But what's this? You went behind his back, cheating shamelessly with various men. I pity him for working hard for the family.
Oh God, if I'd known he was climbing the ladder for sure, I wouldn't have done what I did.
It's too late now. He's in shock, but Karen's urging him to claim alimony.
She's there too?
Yeah, she came to the housewarming. We're all here looking at the evidence photos of your affairs. Rick's totally speechless.
Ugh, it's over for me.
Indeed.
How could you do this? It's all Karen's fault. Unnecessarily motivated for an old lady.
You can mock us for being old, but in the end, you're the one who's been undermined like this. It's been a good lesson for you.
But I'll never give up Aiden. I'll get custody for sure.
I'm sorry, but I doubt that's possible. Considering the divorce is caused by your affairs, Oliver's adamant about fighting for it. You'll lose both family and money. Raising a child alone is going to be too difficult then, isn't it? According to Karen, be prepared to pay between $50,000 to $80,000 in alimony.
$50,000? I can't afford that kind of money.
Oh, if you can't pay, shall I lend you the money? In exchange for a hefty interest, of course.
Stop messing around.
But Stephen and his wife are coming back, and the despicable daughter-in-law will burn in hell, so I'm feeling fantastic.
You old hag.
You lowlife.
Oh, I'm so angry. Please, Fawn, I beg you, help me. I'll apologize for everything in the past, so please, let me talk to Oliver.
What do you want to talk to him about? He doesn't want that, let alone see your face. He says he's grossed out. Pack your stuff and get out of the house already.
I can't pay alimony. I want to start over with him.
Not happening. He says he won't forgive you, and trying to dodge payments is pointless, you know. If you try to escape, Karen will spread those pictures on social media. Instant fame.
She's a pain in the neck for sure.
Well, the social media thing is a joke. But seriously, reflect on what you've done. Get to a point where you can visit Aiden.
Please, I'll never do anything like this ever again. Please, spare me the alimony.
Aren't you loaded? You've had so many guys paying you.
I actually don't have any.
What, why?
It all went into repaying debts.
Debts?
That's why I had to resort to this.
How did you accumulate debts?
I like fancy brands and bought a lot on installment plans. Before I knew it, the debts piled up.
Disappointing, really. You're so irresponsible. Oh, by the way, the whole thing's been reported to your parents. Your father sounded pretty angry.
You told them?
Karen suggested informing them too.
Her again? Does she have some grudge against me?
I don't think she holds any grudges, really. She just hates deceitful behavior. Seeing her friend's son being betrayed by his wife, she couldn't just sit back and do nothing.
Hey, Fawn, I'm coming over now. Apologize to everyone and beg for forgiveness. So please, let this slide somehow.
No, please don't come. I'm going to toast our victory with Karen now.
Toast your victory?
Well, from now on, work hard and repay your debts properly.
Wait, Fawn, I'll treasure you more from now on.
Huh? I don't know you. You're not family anymore. Goodbye. Sarah and Oliver got divorced. He gained custody of Aiden and demanded alimony and child support. Being broke, Sarah had no choice but to accumulate debts. Currently, she's juggling tirelessly at multiple part-time jobs from morning till night just to pay off. All the men she lured were married, which has led her to be harassed by some of their wives as well. She's lamenting that she can't go anywhere without being finger-pointed. Considering how she shattered numerous families for her own desires, she has no choice but to spend her entire life making amends. In my home, Oliver, Aiden, Stephen, and his wife are all together now. Karen drops by occasionally, making our life lively and cheerful. We hope to live happily together as a wonderful family in this lovely home.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.